Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Arizona. I passed this over a couple of times, didn't seem like I was that interested, but you know what happens to me on regular occasions, I run out of stuff to watch. Hour and 23 minutes long. This movie is about the housing crisis in the 2000s, 2009 this is set in, and about a single mother who is a realtor, and she's struggling, but then she witnesses a murder, and it becomes, I don't know, terrible for her. That's all I really know. It's supposed to be a dark comedy. Danny McBride's in it. Seth Rogen is in it. Kaitlin, Olson, and Elizabeth Gillies. Oh, Rosemarie DeWitt is also in it. Luke Wilson. David Allen Greer. So, you know, there's some good people in this one, but we know what happens. They jam it with all these stars, and then they let it down. The reason I picked it, MovieWeb. Not sure if you're aware of what MovieWeb is. I liked it on Facebook, so I constantly get updates. And there was one point I didn't read too much, but it was like this was supposed to be a really good movie, Arizona. So surprisingly good, they say. We're gonna find out. I'll give you a better idea of the synopsis in a minute. If you just wait here, I'll tell you better, and then I'll let you know if it's any good. It's only an hour and 23 minutes, so I'll take one for the team and let you know if you should invest your hour and 23 minutes into this movie or not. So stick around. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Arizona. Sorry, no check-ins tonight. Not much to tell. I think I could summarize it all just in two takes here. So Rosemarie DeWitt, as we know, is a realtor. And the housing market is terrible, so she's having a tough time, and other people are too. So this obviously takes place in Arizona, and they live in different cul-de-sacs where, and all the houses around them are being foreclosed on. You know, people are in a lot of financial trouble during this time. So she is a realtor. Her Luke Wilson plays her ex-husband. He has moved on to another girl. They share a daughter together. Seth Rogen plays her boss in the realtor industry, and Danny McBride just plays a customer of theirs. So essentially, she goes into work one day, and Seth Rogen's there, and Danny McBride shows up, and he's upset because Seth Rogen sold him the house, and of course the housing market has crashed, and his house isn't worth anything. He's going to get foreclosed on. So they start arguing and fighting, and during that fight, Seth Rogen dies, and she witnesses it. So once that happens, and then Danny McBride has seen her, that she witnessed it, and he kidnaps her essentially to try and make things better. So he's trying to figure out what to do after she witnessed the murder or the manslaughter or whatever it would have been, and everything just goes downhill from there. So as that happens, the murders continue to pile up as he's continuing to try and cover everything up, and it's a dark comedy. So not a lot of laugh out loud moments, really maybe one. Danny McBride though, he's for me, you know, you love him or hate him kind of thing. And normally some of his characters I'm not in love with. More of the perverted, disgusting kind. This was more of a devious role that he played. So I thought he played it very well, because he plays like 1 minute the psychopath who's murdering people, and then the very next second he's this innocent jokester guy, you know, and just letting everything roll off his back as things are going on around him, you know, caring more about little things than he is about the big things, and that struck me as funny, watching him flip-flop back and forth between, like, it almost seemed like dual personalities, but it wasn't. He was seamless. He was the same personality the whole time. He's just killing people on one hand and making jokes on the other. So that part I enjoyed. I don't know if I'm a big fan of dark comedies. If you are, you might enjoy this type of film. I think they're all very much similar. It's just how much humor can you find in these dark comedies, and I think Danny McBride did a good job, but the rest of it, you know, take it or leave it. Very similar things, things pile up and stuff like that. So that's enough. I think you've got a good idea of what this movie's about. Me, a 5, I'll probably say. Yeah, not worth a 6, I don't think. But if you're a fan of dark comedies and you're a fan of Danny McBride, check it out. I think you might enjoy it. It's only an hour and 23 minutes, but not for me. Might be for you. Who knows? If you don't like either of those two things, stay away from it. But thanks for tuning in. Leave me your comments. Love to hear from you. You can hit that thumbs up button. You can make sure you hit the subscribe button. But anyway, that's it. I'll let you go. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish.